What's going on, y'all? Brother Shay here, New Orleans Revival Center, Restoration Embassy Ambassadors for Christ. Just here with another volume to add to our Christian Apologetics series. Today, we want to answer the question of, was Nehemiah intolerant? We want to understand God's boundaries versus hatred of foreigners. See, a common criticism of the Bible, especially the book of Nehemiah, is that it promotes intolerance towards foreigners. People point to Nehemiah's opposition to intermarriage and claim it reflects ethnic hatred or harshness towards neighboring nations. But that reading, it misses the heart of the issue. Nehemiah was not condemning people because they were foreign. Scripture repeatedly shows God welcoming foreigners who align themselves with him. Ruth the Moabite, Rahab of Jericho, and many others were fully embraced by God and placed directly in the lineage of Christ. The problem Nehemiah confronted was covenant compromise, not ethnicity. Israel had been restored from exile with clear instructions: remain faithful to God and do not adopt the idolatrous practices that led to their destruction in the first place. Intermarriage in this context was not about race. Don't you be one of the people out there talking about you can't marry this color, you can't marry that color. Don't you come with that foolishness. It was about importing false gods, pagan worship, and spiritual rebellion back into a fragile, restored nation. Nehemiah's firmness was protective, not prejudiced. A nation rebuilding its identity around God's law could not survive spiritual dilution. This is why God warned many different men about marrying women from different nations. It wasn't because of color or race, ethnicity. It's because of their practices. A man's heart will be softened by his wife into doing some things that he knows he shouldn't do. Ask Solomon. But this is the same principle seen throughout Scripture. Holiness requires separation from practices that pull God's people away from obedience. Critics often read modern ideas of tolerance back into ancient covenant contexts. But the Bible consistently teaches that God welcomes anyone from any nation. Don't you tell me someone can't be saved because of their color or they're going to be judged because of their color. That's nonsense. Anyone who humbles themselves, turns from idols, and walks in obedience. What God opposes is not foreigners, but faithlessness. Nehemiah's actions weren't about rejecting neighbors. They were about guarding the spiritual future of a people who had already learned painfully what compromise cost. So I hope that clears that up for you all. Until next time, be blessed.